What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, and apologies first and foremost for the voice. I have had a bit of a flu, I'm recovering now, that's what it is if you're wondering. So actually today I wanted to go over something that I thought was pretty interesting and has caused quite a bit of contingency amongst the Battlefield community, and that is what is arguably the greatest vehicle in the game in terms of just sheer scores, right? I mean, each vehicle is good in certain scenarios and particular situations, but there is one vehicle that stands out amongst the rest that clearly does well against not only infantry but vehicles as well, and it's fast enough to get out of really any situation, and the self-repairing really falls into that. And of course I'm talking about the light tank. Now the light tank could be considered overpowered for these reasons, which I believe is the reason. Now, normally in Battlefield, it would be compared to an LAV, right? So an LAV can go about 50 k's an hour, which I presume it doesn't say, to my knowledge. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say how fast it's actually going, but to my knowledge, they design it the same way. But the thing is, it has basically a heavy tank shell, and one for short range as well. But the problem with it is, because you can repair yourself, it's really hard to take down, especially when there are people not working together. And a lot of the time in Battlefield, people don't work together. In fact, the majority of people who play Battlefield play by themselves. So you see a situation where people who aren't even that talented are getting a bunch of kills, right? So what do we need to do here? What's the thing about it? Well, not only can you repair yourself, but you can also go 50 k's an hour. So if you get hit down to, like, let's say 40% health, you can drive away at incredibly fast speeds, recover yourself back up, get straight back into the battle. And that is even if you get damaged to 40%, which a lot of the time you won't because you're going so damn fast. You're a hard target to hit. So with that being said, there's that, and the fact that it's so effective against infantry. So you've got three elements here. You've got the self-repairing, the speed of the vehicle, and the power of the vehicle. The speed and the power of the vehicle are insane against infantry and most light vehicles, right? And then you've got the self-repairing, which is available for the other tanks. But in the combination of the speed and the repairing really does make a problem. I think that's where a lot of people see that overpowered aspect come from. Do I believe it's overpowered personally? No, but I think what they could do is slow it down a little bit. I think the vehicle goes a little bit too fast. Maybe slow it down to something along the lines of 40 to 45 k's an hour, just so you can hit your target a little bit easier. It just feels like it feels strong. I can hop into one of those things at any time and just go on a massive kill streak. Not because I'm the best player in the world, although in my head I'd like to think I am, but it's just because all we have to do is just sit there, drive around in circles, pick people off, and just rinse and repeat. That's the whole cycle. And a lot of people have already worked this out, which is why you're seeing such an abundance of light tanks. So I think what DICE need to do is they need to make the light tank less powerful so the other vehicles become relevant, because if everyone is using the light tank, then all of these other vehicles are going to be never used, and that's not fun, right? We want all the vehicles to be equal and every vehicle to have a chance. And now, of course, there are going to be some vehicles that some tanks that are going to be used for particular situations, but we've seen clearly there's a higher abundance of light tanks than there is anything else, and there's a reason for that. So to sum it up, maybe make the shell like the LAV back in Battlefield 3 and 4, where it shoot like those 6 shells. They weren't like hugely powerful, but they were still pretty good against infantry, but they weren't as powerful as the one that is currently around. Or you could do or the combination of slowing down the vehicle. But that's just my thoughts. Leave yours in the comments section below, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.